guys, it's Shannon. Today I have a thrift store find makeover for you. So let me show you what I have planned. So let me show you this cool find. Obviously it's kind of thrift store tacky, but it's actually a paper plate holder. Like you would put your paper plates down in there, and it was $1. See the tag. It says Julia's Country China, which is kind of funny, but I am going to give this guy a makeover. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off this top so that I have this really cool looking cutting board for the back. Okay, so I just used my jigsaw to cut as close to the wood as I could to get those dowel rods off of there. And now I'm just gonna take my orbital sander and some 80 grit sandpaper and sand the whole thing down. So here I have it all sanded. I'm actually going to use the back of it since it doesn't have the dowel rod holes in it. But I'm going to go ahead and stain the whole thing. But the front, I want to make it look sort of used and aged and old and kind of give it an antique-y look. So I am going to go ahead and use my Jacobine. That obviously I use this stuff pretty much all the time. It's my favorite color if you don't know already. I am gonna use that, but I might mix it with a little bit of this other wood stain that I have. I have this Rust-Oleum in Kona, and then I also have this Minwax in Classic Gray, and just kind of experiment and see what kind of look I can get with those three. close-up look of it right now, still wet. I'm going to let this sit overnight, and then come back in with some sandpaper tomorrow once the wood stain is cured. Alright, so it is the next day, and I've given this wood piece a day to cure, and I want it to be distressed, but I don't want it over distressed. So I'm actually going to use some sandpaper and hand sand it, as opposed to using my orbital sander that I think will just kind of add too much distressing. So I'm just going to take this. I want to do more the middle where, you know, a cutting board would actually be used, and not so much focus on the outside. So I took the sandpaper to all of it just to kind of knock some of the shine down, and I did the whole thing, the sides, the back, and I'm just going to take a cloth and clean off some of the sawdust. I thought this was a great addition to my little cutting board collection I have going on in the kitchen. It gives it kind of a different look, a nice rustic, used, antique-y look, which is a little bit different than the other boards that I have. I think this would be a great update to an old cutting board you might have, or if you want a different kind of look, you can strip down an old cutting board, restain it, and kind of give it a more rustic, used look using the techniques I did in this tutorial. I hope that this video inspired you. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. I do DIY tutorials every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye guys.